guys, this is Mary. Welcome back to Cardz TV. I have no birthday cards left in my stash. So that's what we're going to work on today, is building up some birthday cards. I'm going to do a masculine version today. I've already done a feminine version of this same card, and I'll show you that one. And we're going to use Elegant Edges, Birthday Bash, some red and white paper from this cute little Simple Stories 6x6 paper pad, and this is called Snap. And my sweet friend Kim, who was my Secret Santa this year, sent me this with tons of other stuff. Thank you so much, Kim. I am really enjoying all the goodies you sent me. And for our sentiment, we're going to use the Good Times stamp set. We'll be using Let the Good Times Roll and Happy Birthday. We'll start with a black card base. This is folded to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And from that Simple Stories paper pad, we've got this cute little red and white polka dot. Actually, it's big polka dots. This reminds me of Mickey Mouse for some reason. But I think that's really cute. I'll have everything that I used listed at the end of the video, as well as the cut sizes. So I'm going to get this red and white polka dot adhered to my black card base, and then we'll go on to what comes next. Love the stripes on here too. Now I wanted a shadow and a matte to go on here for my image, so just like always, because you know I love Elegant Edges, I turned over to page 51. I used this oblong right here, and I cut this at 4 1/2 inches out of white. And then for the shadow, I cut some black. Now, before I adhere these together, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment right down here, because then I'm going to run this through my Cuttlebug using the Swiss Dots embossing folder. So I'm going to get my little stamp press and my little mat that I put underneath what I'm stamping, and some Memento Tuxedo black ink, and we're going to go ahead and stamp Let the Good Times Roll right down here in this little curved part at the bottom. And I've already got that on here. And I remembered to bring a baby wipe with me today, just in case I get ink on my stamp press, because I don't want to get ink on my white cardstock. And I think we're good. We're just going to go right down here and stamp that. There we go. That turned out great. Now I'm going to get my Cuttlebug, and then we're going to emboss this. I've got my Cuttlebug up here on my craft desk. I've got my A plate down, my B plate. Here is my mat for the front. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the Swiss Dots embossing folder, and then put that on the first B plate, put another B plate on top, and then run this through. That turned out really cute. Now I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to the shadow, and then I'm going to put some foam tape on the back of the matte shadow and get this adhered to the front. And that is really looking like a Mickey Mouse card, isn't it? But we're not putting Mickey Mouse on here. Not this time anyway. I've got my foam tape on the back, and I'm going to go ahead and get this centered from side to side and top to bottom and get that adhered. Now, to go on the front, I picked one of my favorite images from the Birthday Bash cartridge. This is on page 45, and it's this buffalo on roller skates, and I think he is just hilarious. And it goes so well with this sentiment, Let the Good Times Roll. So what I did, now I cut him out at 3 1/2 inches, and you can see he's got all his layers. There's layers here, here, and then this one right here. And you would just cut the layers out at 3 1/2 and put him together. Choose whatever color you'd like. What I did though, I used my Cricut Explorer, and I flattened this image, and I changed the colors up, because I wanted to do this as a masculine card. I've got a feminine version I'll show you here in just a minute. But I cut 2 of these out, and this was a print then cut. And I also cut this at 3.5 inches. I've got foam tape on both of them. I'm going to layer one on top of the other just to give it a little bit more thickness and help it pop out just a little bit more. And then I'm taking the adhesive off the back of that, and this is going to go here on the front of our card. I've got both my little buffaloes put together. Can you see how that looks from the side? It just gives you a nice thickness so that he's kind of like chipboard, and it just gives you a little bit more to look at from the side. I don't know why, I just love the way that looks. Now we're going to go ahead and get him centered right there. Get him all stuck down. I just think that's so cute. I love that little buffalo. Now, because this was the masculine version, I made the inside of the wheels red and the laces on the roller skates, and then the inside of his ears is red. Now, let me show you my feminine version. This one I did in a pretty blue, and I gave her a blue tail and blue hair, and then her roller skates have pink inside the wheels and pink laces, and inside her ears is pink. So that's 2 versions of the same card. Now for the inside of the card, I cut another of the white mats, and this one I cut at 4 inches. I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday on here from the Cardz TV Good Time stamp set. And then we're going to get this adhered to the inside right there. And then we're going to come back and take a look at both of these little cards all finished. Here are my 2 birthday cards all done. So now I'm 2 ahead in my stash. And I think I'm going to try to do that this year. Every time I do a birthday card or a particular type of card that I like to have on hand, just so I don't get too low, I'm going to do a masculine version and a feminine version, if I can. Sometimes that doesn't work out, but I think this little buffalo can work either way, just by changing up the colors. So there we have it. Let the good times roll, and on the inside we've got Happy Birthday. A really cute but quick and simple little birthday card, and you could mass produce these, especially if you didn't want to pop 2 layers of the buffalo up, just one. You could do these while you're watching TV at night. It wouldn't take much time at all. Thanks so much for stopping by today, guys. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you again soon with another card. Bye now.